You're likely right. Yes, and also, but the German manufacturers also would like to see a decrease in tariffs, and they do not want to see any new tariffs for
Right.
the U.S. on the German manufacturers coming up. And that seems to be the biggest thing that they'll be pushing for.
Yes, it's interesting, isn't it? Because that Trump tweet yesterday did say he expects China to reduce and remove the tariffs, which are two different things, you might say. So, of course, many are wondering exactly what will happen in that way. Larry Kudlow telling us he was quite optimistic. But you bring up a good point here because it's not just China, it's this issue with European autos as well that still needs to be resolved.
Your point is right. Actually, both President Trump and Mr. Kudlow have said that there will be a reduction. But from the China side, all that we have heard is that they will agree to a quote unquote ceasefire in the trade war, that there will be no new tariffs. Now, how much that implies for the decrease in current tariffs is yet to be seen. But we're waiting to see that anxiously over the next couple of weeks.
And Jacob, who stands to benefit the most? I said the German autos because we know that, in fact, BMW, Daimler are among the biggest exporters of cars coming from the U.S. into China. But do you think we would see any shift in production? President Trump has said that he wants GM to move some production back from China to the U.S. But do you think that's realistic, even if they get the tariff move they want?
No, actually, that does take some time for production to move from one place to another. So we don't expect to see any immediate production or production shifts. However, what you said is right. The big gainers will be the German manufacturers who produce the big SUVs in the U.S. and sell them in China, such as BMW and Mercedes-Benz. They will stand to be much better off, and they would like to see all those tariffs reduced from 40% as it stands right now to a lot lower, and hopefully back to the 15% that China was advertising or saying that they could do sometime back. So
And
that's what we're looking
Tesla?
forward to.
What about Tesla? Is
And
this good news
Tesla,
for Tesla?
yes, this would be very good news for Tesla. Now, as you know, Tesla has declared that they will be setting up a factory here, but that will
Yep.
take some time to set up, possibly 1 to 2 years at least. And after that, before that, I think the Tesla sales will be much benefited by having the ability to export from the United States into this market. Tesla will be a big beneficiary. Also, another
Interesting.
one that you might not have thought of was Lincoln, for example, which
Okay.
is right now importing its big products, especially, for example, the big Navigator. And those big SUVs that they would like to sell in this country, they would also be benefited. Again, all these
Yeah.
manufacturers have plans to build local production, but it does take time to build up local production in
Yes,
China.
certainly.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.